Hi everyone, welcome to part 3 curriculum based Lennox Bennett channels. The number there 5492161. Alright, this is part 3. So you guys, if you have not checked out part 2 and part 1, you guys need to do so now. Alright, it says a teacher conducted a survey to find out whether students like to do homework or not. The table below shows the information the students collected. Use it to answer item 31. And it says question, response, gender, and total. And it goes on and it says which chart or graph would be most appropriate to represent this information. So they are saying you can use a single bar graph. Would that be the most appropriate one? Would it be a double bar graph based on the information? Would it be a pie chart or would it be a line graph? All right. Based on the information, you can see I have yes, no. Do you like your homework? Yes, no. So that's 2 response. Also, you have male, female. All right. So I would go with the double bar graph. You can leave this on your an opinion on this. Do you think that it would be the double bar graph is the best option or the line graph? Right, so it's one of the two. What would you say? I think that's based on opinion though. All right, for 32, the stem and leaf plot below shows the number of bananas sold by a school tuck shop over a 3-week period. Use this information to answer item 32. All right, and it shows you that I would have gone through this with my students several times. I'm so impressed with how they handle the stem and leaf. When I was going to school, I did not learn the stem and leaf. Basically, when I become a teacher, I did that. So I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are exposed to so many materials from a young age. Can be a bit pressuring, but nevertheless, it makes you better. All right. So it said the shaded area shows 51 bananas were sold 3 days. How many days were 79 bananas sold? So first we know that the stem, we'd find 7 on the stem and then 9 on the leaf. So it's 2 days because it's 2 9, so it's 79. All right. As I say, when I was going through that, my students kind of say, oh, so this is so easy. And that is what preparation does. When you are prepared, it becomes much easier. All right, 33 says a student is trying to determine which of the two charts, a pie chart or a bar chart, would be better to represent the time taken for 7 competitors to finish a set of activities. Which of the following would best justify the choice? A, the bar chart because it's better represent changes over time. B, the pie chart because it is better to use when comparing parts to a whole. C, a bar chart because it's better to use when comparing individual or groups. Or D, the pie chart because it's easier to draw. I'm going to go with C, the bar chart because it's better used to compare individual. Alright, so each one of them would have 7 bars and then we could make a better comparison. Alright, pie chart is when, see the number there if you guys call guys. For PEP, CSEC, SAT, and City and Guilds Maths. Alright? What's up, man? Let's go. Alright. This was done on a previous paper of mine some time ago. Alright, the line graph below shows the average number of students obtained from grade 5 over a 6-week period. Use it to answer item 34. Alright, so average number of absentee in grade 5. Notice what is representing the absentee. So you have Monday, 2 persons are normally absent. Tuesday, 3 persons are normally absent. Wednesday, 1 person is normally absent. On Thursday, 5 persons are normally absent, while Friday, 4 persons. And this is the average, right? So it's not a fixed number. On which day of the week are all grade 5 students most likely to be at school? And that would be the day that they have less people being absent, which is 1 on average. So absent mean less persons. Absent mean they show you absent. So 1 person is going to be absent on average. So I will go with Wednesday as the best option for that. All right. Kind of personalize that one in. All right. For 35 to 36, there is more than one correct answer. Indicate your response to each item by shading the letters next to the letters and to the answers you choose. An example is given below. So in this part, you have more than one option. So we say which 2 shapes are quadrilaterals? And that would be the rectangle and the trapezium. Triangle has only 3 sides, the pentagon have 5. So you circle the 2 that fits. So don't circle 1 only, it's 2 response. All right. So guys, read the instructions carefully, as I've always said. Take your time, read it. You have time. All right. As long as you work consistently, you have time. Don't rush. Read the instructions carefully. Hit the like button for that, man. I'm gonna tell you what you got here. School you want to go. All right, let's go. All right, so it says the result from a survey shows that there were 1,250 trees in a particular area. 42% of the trees were coconut trees, 28% were almond trees, and the rest were mango trees. Which 2 of the following statements are true? All right, so guys, whenever you get this information, it would be best to break it down step by step. All right, so listen to what it says. 122, 1,250 trees in a particular area. So what you can do, that's how I suggest to my students, because I realize that when they read the information all together, it can be a little bit challenging. So we know that the total trees is 1,250. All right. It says 42% of the trees are coconut trees. So I just show them and say, all right, how many in numbers are coconut? We don't know yet, but we know it's 42% of the total. So let's find 42. Listen, I don't even meds nothing yet, but I'm gonna find 42% of it. All right. Now percent mean out of 100, so we can max it up. All right. All right. I'm gonna use 5. 5 into 10 goes 2 times. 5 into 125 goes 25 times. So let me just show the working. All right. So we're not finished yet. 2 into 2, 1. 2 into this goes 21. So our next challenge would be to find out what is 21 by 5. I'm going to put 25 at the top and just multiply. All right. So guys, you should be able to multiply by a 2-digit number. All right. So 155, 122. In fact, you should be able by 2-digit, 3-digit. All right. 2, 5, 10. So that's 1. Carry 0. 2 2s 4 and 1 5. All right. Add it now. 5, 2, 5. So we know that there's a total of 525 coconut trees. All right. It says 28% were almond trees. So we're going to find 28% of the total, but this one is for the almond. All right. So let's go. It's 28% same procedure, right? Times 1,250, since that is the total. Divide by 10, then by 5. So this now, 5 into 10, 2, 5 into this, 25. We had established that already. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into this, 14. So now we're going to be multiplying 25 by 14. So I could do that now. There's an easier way I could do it, just say multiply by 10, you get 250, and then 4 times this, so it should be 350. But let us do the long way that you guys are used to. I don't want to lose anyone or anything, alright? I'm catering for everyone. So 4, 5, 20, 4 2s 8, and that 10. Alright, so we're gonna be multiplying by 10, put a 0, 155, plus the practice is good for you guys, alright? So that's 350. So we know how many almond trees there are, how many coconuts. So I could put that. So coconut are 525, and we know that almond is 350. And it says, and the rest were mango trees. So to get the total mango trees, since it's 3 types of trees, we can simply add this to add the coconut and almond together. Let's do that. So it's 525 and 350. Why we need to do this? We want to find the total number of mangoes. That's 875. Alright, so we can just subtract this from the total, which is 1,250. So let us do that. See how Pep just out the kids them last year? Oh my students them ace it. Guys doing this paper, make me even more proud of you guys. Big up, big up. Although the Immaculate Champion, big up on yourself. What them saying in my class, peeps. Yeah man, them parents. So them now stop class with me. Alright, let's go. So we have 5 into that, we can't. 5 into 5 from 10 leave 5. 7 from 4 you can't, so we have borrow 1, left 1. And this I go left 7. 7 from 14 leaves 7, right? Alright, boom. And then 8 from 11, so that's 375. So this represents the mango. Alright, so mango 375. So we have all we need now. So let's see what they say now. They said there are more mango trees. There are more mango trees than coconut combined. That is not true. Since mango is only 375, we can eliminate that. So we're going to use the elimination process. There are 875 coconut and almond combined. That is true. We did it right here without even realizing. So that is true. So B is correct. There are 350 mango trees. That is not true. We got 375. There are 725 mangoes. No, there are 725 coconut and almond combined. Coconut and almond. No, we did that. It wasn't that. Alright. So it has to be this. There are 375 mangoes. That is correct. So these are correct, these two. Notice it's not just one answer, it's two. Alright, so guys, do not just find the first option and then move on. It's both of them. Alright. Very nice question. I like that. I appreciate that, Pep. Big up yourself for that. He says, which two number line shows multiple of 12? Alright, so it's a number line. So multiple of 12. All right, so it's not A because they're going up clearly by 6. All right, multiple mean you're adding 6 each time. This is going up by 3, so it's not multiples of 12. All right, remember these are all factors, so I don't want students to mix it up. That's the whole idea of them doing that. All right, they put in factors of 12, like 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, right? All right, this one now is going up by 12. Since it's at 60, we'll add 12 right here, add an next 12 right here, and we add an next 12. So right away we know so C is 1, but remember we are not finished. It says multiples of 12. Two options. It wouldn't be this because they're going up by 4, 4 again, and 4. So it should be this, yes. 0, then you add 12, then you add 12, and then add 12. So all of these are multiples. So guys, see how the thing go? Yeah, just put in the effort, guys. All right. It says now for item 37 and 38, 39, indicate your response by shading the appropriate letter in each row. And you should know a row run from left to right. Only one letter can be shaded in each row. Guys, please read the instructions carefully. And next time it could be a different instructions. Read it, interpret it correctly. All right. For each number listed in the table below, shade the appropriate letter to indicate whether the number is prime or composite. So this is an example. This is not the real thing. But notice they said 3 is either prime or composite, right? And we know that prime numbers has only 2 factors, while composite has 3 or more. So it cannot be prime and composite at the same time. It has to be or. It's either composite or prime. Just as though you cannot have even and odd. They are opposite of each other. So there's no even number that is also odd. You can have a prime number. Someone type that in the comment section. You can have a prime number that is an even number. Type in that which number. All right, so let's go. So only one for each row, and row runs from left to right. All right, I'm gonna kind of small up this because I want everyone to see. No, it's okay, I can see. All right, Anthony made a statement below. Read it and then use it to answer item 37. For 3 consecutive counting numbers, an even number will always follow an odd number. There are 4 sets of numbers listed in column 1 of the table below. For each set of numbers given, shade the appropriate letter in each row to indicate whether the set of numbers is a good example or a poor example. So the first one, you must choose one in each of the row. So you can't leave it blank and say, oh, that's not the answer. All right. Just in 1 second, guys. Go and look upon them, all right? All right, so would 5, 10, 15 be a good example? Remember what it says, 3 consecutive. Consecutive mean one after the other, right? So just like you counted 1, 2, 3, there's no gap. This would be a poor example. So I'm gonna go with B right here. 45, 46, 47. This is a good example. I'm gonna go with A. 2, 3, 5. I'm gonna go with poor example, since we left out 4 right here. All right, look carefully, guys. And then you have 101. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a good example. All right, so for this, that would be our answer. All right, how am I do this? Fine, now feel pretty. Once you get in the concept, guys, that's fine. All right, for 38 now, it says for each number given in a column 2, listen to what they say now. For each number given in column 2 of the table, Shade the appropriate letter in each row. Indicate whether it's a factor, a multiple, or neither a factor nor a multiple of the number in column 1. So let me just break down this for you guys, because guess what? You have to read and understand, all right? It's very important, because these people in the PEP, you're really testing your critical thinking, all right? Not just with numbers, but you're reading and understanding. All right, so listen to what they say now. It says the number in column 2, you're going to state if the number in column 2, which is this, see there, indicate whether it's a factor or a multiple. So what are you going to say now? Is 18 a factor of 48? That's the first thing. Is it a multiple of 48? Or it's neither a factor nor a multiple? No, 18 is not a factor of 48. 18 is not a multiple of 48, so I'm going to go with C for this one. All right, remember column 1, column 2, you read from first. See here, say the number in column 2 of the table shows the appropriate letter in each row. Indicate whether it's a factor or a multiple. So of the one in column A. So you're going to say, is 9 a factor? Yes, it is. 9 is a factor of 18. And remember, you can only shade 1. So you don't even have to go any further. All right. So let's look at this now. 40. Is 40 a factor of 20? No. Factors are numbers that multiply to give you that number. There's no natural number you can multiply by 40 to give you 20. Must be a fraction, which is a half also, right? Is 20, no, is 40 a multiple of 20? Yes, because you can multiply 20 by 2 to give you 40. And this will be our option, right? For the last one now, 13. Is 13 a factor of 52? Can 13 go into 52 without leaving a remainder? Somebody takes that in the comment section. All right. Yes, indeed. It can go into it 4 times. That means 13 is a factor. All right. 13 is not a multiple of 52. Well, as I say, it's only 1 per row. So that's that. All right. Let's move on to 39. It said the diagram below represents a cuboid. Use it to answer item 39. For each part of the cuboid listed in the table below, shade the appropriate letter in each row that represent each part of the cuboid. So for the edge, we circle the letter. So you look at it. Is A the edge, B the edge, or C the edge? And you will circle that letter. Same thing for the face. You will go down to face and say, okay, which is the face? Is it B, A, or C? So you basically have 3 options. So let's go. So the edge is here would be the edge, right? All of these would be the edges. So I'm gonna go with B for the edge. And for the face, this right here is the face. So I'm gonna go with C. And for the vertex is where the 2 lines meet. So that would be A. Alright, so guys, you have come to the end. No, I think one more did end. See the number if you call, guys. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Students did awesome last year. Alright. Instructions for item 40 indicate your response to each item by shading the appropriate letters in the sentence or paragraph that make it correct. Each letter responds to a symbol, word, expression from a given list of options. Each option should be used only once. Not all options have to be used. An example is given below. And it said choose two numbers from the list of options given below that make the number sentence that follows true. And they choose B. There are B, 3 groups of 6, or A, 6 groups of 3 in the number 80. This sentence will read, there are 3 groups of 6 or 6 groups of 3 in the number 8. Alright, so there's an example. Right, look at the real thing now. It says, examine the two tables below. Use it to answer item 40. So we're going to use it to answer item 40. It says, examine. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Alright, two separate something. So you have A, B, C, and then you have that. It says, recall the factor by factor equal product. So that is what they are saying, recall. Listen to what they say now. Karen thinks that when we multiply two factors, the product is always larger than each of the factors. Use these numbers from the table as factors to show that Karen thinking is false. So let us take, for example, what they're trying to say. Say we say 2 times 12. Just to show you an example what they're saying is equal to 24. So notice they are saying the product, which is 24, is larger than both of these, right? So they wanted to prove, to show that current thinking is false. So the easiest way to show that would probably be A times E, which is 1/3 times a quarter. Because when we multiply this, we get 1/12, which is less than both of them. So for this one, I'm going to circle A and D. Alright, so there's my number, 5492161. If you want your child to be a part of my curriculum-based marathon, or if you just want them to join my class, if they're in grade 4, grade 5, I'm thinking about going down to grade 3, because with the smaller kids, they really appreciate your work that you put in. And there's a lot of enthusiasm and so much energy into it. So I'm definitely thinking about that. So guys, just make the call, send the WhatsApp message. This is an expedition to out, no doubt. I'll see you guys soon, alright? So this is part 3. Next video coming up, I'm out, no doubt. Big up, thanks for watching, alright? All the best in the exam.